know. Oh, I say! Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, good morning. Savva here from Football Heritage TV. Apologies for being 4-5 minutes late. Had to sort out some stuff, had to get some thumbnails sorted out. And then my bank card, for some reason, wanted me to log in and approve that it was me. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome to absolutely every single one of you. There's already 215 of you in here. So good morning to you all. It's Friday. I'd love to say it's nice, but it's absolutely, I don't know where you lot are, but it is absolutely disgusting weather outside. Honestly, it is. It might look sunny, but it is peeing down with rain. The dogs won't go out. It's just all so terrible. What a first world problem. Tottenham Hotspur have signed absolutely no one for a while. No one's left the club in a while. We're sitting watching our noisy neighbours do deal after deal after deal. Not one neighbour. Lots of talk of Balogun from Arsenal. Balogun from Arsenal is the latest rumour doing the mills. We love a rumour, don't we? We really do like a rumour at Tottenham Hotspur. What else has happened? Romeo Lavia has just completed his move to Chelsea for 58 million of the Queen's, or King's, should I say, pounds. Lewis Hall is going to Newcastle on loan with an option to buy. A market that Spurs haven't dipped into yet, have we? I don't want to say that I'm not wrong, because I was wrong yesterday. I completely forgot we'd sold two players. I for some reason only thought of Harry Winks, but it was actually Harry Kane and Harry Winks. Brain fart. Have we got anyone on loan at the moment? If not, why are we not utilising the loan market? By the way, Gabby Veiga has just got the here we go. If anyone has seen this kid play, Gabby Veiga of Gabby Veiga of Celta Vigo has just got the here we go to Napoli for 30 million plus 6 million euros add-ons. So roughly 30 million pounds all told for Gabby Veiga. If anyone has not seen this lad play, go and watch him. That is a sensational deal for Napoli. Top footballer. I'm going to put my money on that he'll be playing for Barcelona or Man City in the next 3 years. Top player. But it is what it is. All the while, I'm hearing from press conferences that not in as many words, but that Postecoglou's talking about not needing a number 9. That we've got Richarlison. This is very, very worrying. This is what's the opposite of music to your ears? Anybody? The opposite of having music to your ears. Percy's asked me to do a redirect, so I'm just sending that information over now as well. So please bear with me 1 second. I am trying to go as quickly as possible. Anyone else get the feeling? Yeah, sorry, I know someone said Roden is on loan to Leeds, but I'm talking about players going out and staying out. Not like last year when what did we have? 8, 9, 10, however many loans we had at one point out. Was embarrassing. Does anyone else get the feeling that Spurs are always the busiest in the transfer market without being the busiest? Does that make sense? Does anyone know what I mean? And I see that Spurs as well, by the way, Spurs today, has anyone seen the Spurs official Twitter page? They've done a little motion of Ricky Villa scoring his famous goal, copying my intro. Tottenham Hotspur should do them for copyrights. Yes, so we are happy Friday. Guys and girls, we are 14 days. We're into the 14th day. We are 14 days into with the transfer window left. 14 days. Something needs to move quickly, right? Who is really, really starting to get worried? I've been trying to be as positive as possible. I do believe that Spurs will sign a couple more players, but we are we aren't half making this look like hard work, aren't we? I feel like a top club, a serious club that really wanted to back their manager would have gone out the day after Harry Kane had been sold, and would have made a signing or would have put a bid in. And yet we're a week ago. It was a week ago he signed, right? He signed last Friday. Is that correct? He signed last Friday, stroke Saturday morning for Bayern. Yeah, it was last Friday, wasn't it? Because he played on the Saturday. So we're a week down and no bid has gone in for a single player. Not one bid has gone in for a footballer in a week. This isn't how top clubs work. This isn't how top clubs work. Let's say the good mornings, though. Apologies, I'll say the good mornings. El Dante, who became a channel member last night. Big up to you, El Dante. Vinny Rowley said, big up, Savva. Big up, Vinny. I'm really hoping that this morning we'll be able to bring you some form of news. Thank you very much. Even last night, I went to bed thinking that I was going to wake up on 9,900, and I woke up on 9,898. And that told me what sort of a day it was going to be today. But come on, surely Tottenham Hotspur can give us something for today. Surely they will give us some good news. Surely they want to progress. We keep hearing a lot from the owners that they've got the club's best interests at heart. They want to compete. It's why we moved to the new stadium. But at what point do we absolutely have to see it in a transfer window? I'm getting slightly concerned. I say I'm getting slightly concerned. I've been concerned for 23 years under these owners. But you'd like to think that Kane goes and the bids come in. But big up to Stapes22. I said, morning, Savva. I think another solid centre-back would be needed. Now you have a manager that plays without the handbrake on. I agree, completely agree. I think everyone knows we need another centre-half. We can't go into the season having Davinson Sanchez for me. Scott Colliver said, morning, Savva from Adelaide. Big up, Scott. Said we need another option at striker. Scott, did your football shirt arrive? Let me know. Walter Boberg said we are moving like sloths. We need a centre-back and a striker at least. Somebody is going to snatch Orban and he is a priority. What have we done all week? This is the worry, isn't it? You know, Harry Kane was sold the Friday. We played the Sunday. Now 5 days later, Chelsea in that 5 days have signed like 3 footballers. So it can be done. It's just absolutely crazy. Loves Music said, I'm genuinely not fussed for a striker. Wow. No, I'm sorry. Loves Music. I normally agree with a lot of what you've got to say. I can't agree with this, mate. I think Tottenham need another forward. Otherwise, we're talking about having a Richarlison up front all season. No, I can't do it. It's just no. Sorry, mate. Yeah, but we're not, dude, we're not City. We don't have City's team. City had Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Grealish, Gundogan, Gabriel Jesus was in that team, Zinchenko. I feel like we've really got to not compare ourselves to Man City on that front. 1 second, what's my guy saying here? Is it Florian? Yeah, sorry. Anyone else going to go down that route of saying, well, City done it, we can do it? I'm not with it, mate. I think we need a striker. I think we need some more goals. I think we will score goals around the team. I just think we need an Orban type player. Good morning to Tigaro. Good morning to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Chloe King. So good morning, Savva. Everyone in the chat. Happy Friday. Absolutely happy Friday. Hope the sun comes out a bit later. Andy Grant said, morning, Savva, and everyone from a chilly Lincoln. I hear you, man. It's chilly here as well. Chloe's come back in and said, personally, I think a striker should be priority, as I think with Son, Kulu and Richie, we would seriously lack goals. Need someone to freshen up. I tell you what, I think that's what I agree with more than anything. It's the last bit. Freshen up, new ideas. I think, as I said before, I truly believe that Kulusevski and Son, I don't feel there's enough inventiveness there. Tomorrow, I actually think Son and Kulu will have a better game because I think they're playing against a team that will play a higher line and we can spring them the way Wolves did. Against the teams that sit back, which is what a lot of the teams in the Premier League will do against us this year, that's where I don't believe they'll be as good. But I do think that tomorrow we could get some joy with Sonny and Kulu. But let's see, shall we? Good morning to George. Hope you're well. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Good morning to Extal as well. Yeah, Lavia just announced. Can you imagine how exciting it must be being a Chelsea fan? As much as people want to hate them, whatever, it must be exciting, mustn't it? Guys and girls, there's 385 of you in the chat. Smash the like button. That's all I ask. People don't have to subscribe, but please smash the like button. That's surely a bare minimum of coming into a free show, is that you can smash that button. We're on 98 likes. Let's get that to 200 as quickly as possible. And if anyone did want to subscribe, I won't keep asking, but that would be great. We're now only 2 away from 9,900. And I was really hoping to hit the 10K by tonight. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but it is what it is. Big up to Philly 2109. So big up my brother-in-arms, Savva, and the magnificent chat. Big up to you as well, my friend. Happy Friday to Rob78. NF has said you're on your first verbal warning. Can't turn up for work whenever you want. Yeah, I know. First verbal warning. I'll take it seriously. Blissy thinks it's going to be a goal feast between Tottenham and Man United. A goal feast. I'm not so sure. I'm going with 2-1, but nothing would surprise me because both these two teams look very open. Shane Reynolds, good morning to you, channel member. Said evening, Savva. Hope we got some news on some new signings soon. Starting to become really annoying. Yeah, I think it's starting to become very, very worrying as well as annoying. Baxter said, good day, Savva. Chilly Friday night here in Inverell, New South Wales, Australia. Big up to the Australian crew that are inside the house. Big up to all of you. Larionka has said, not just a striker, a top striker. Yeah, we just need someone who knows where that net is, right? Good morning to Ian. Good morning to David. Good morning to Mark. Good morning to Strasbourg Steve. Get your questions in, people. I will try and get to as many questions as possible to ensure they get read out. Put them as a super chat. But you know I will always try my best. In return, please do your best for me in terms of the channel. So that's all I ask. So thank you very much. The link is in the chat and pinned. So good morning. 400 odd of you in here. Let's see if we've got any questions, shall we? Flanagan's in the chat. He thinks personally, I think if we can address the wingers more and find 2 players to fit the system, it will benefit Richie. Yeah, do you know my worry about this? I think a lot of people are putting their hat on Richie, and I don't know what they've ever seen in his career that makes them think he's the guy. Has anyone checked out Lee McQueen's post this morning about Richie and how good he is? And it just makes me think we're not learning. We're not learning. We're never learning. This is the thing. Listen, I've got nothing against Lee. I'd love to do a stream with him. But the toxic positivity, when about a month ago, he's going, a week ago, oh, you sold Kane. The club has let us down, blah, blah, blah. All of that is because the club's run badly. But then he goes on about people like Royale and Richarlison and bigs them up. And it's like, it's toxic positivity for me. I'll be honest, I don't know what anyone has seen in Richarlison that makes them remotely think this guy is good enough to lead our line for an entire season. Thank you very much to the 2 people that just subscribed. Thank you. Please let me know. I can say thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're now only 1 away from 9,900. So that would be absolutely lovely. Big up Nick Collison. Said 201 watching. Oh, this must have been a while ago. 427 watching at the moment, but big up Nick. Absolutely. Nick's a YouTuber. He gets it. Likes are very, very important. Hennessy, big up to you. Channel member has said Lukaku has something in common with Ndombele's career as of late. Seen as lazy, a gifted but lazy player, not committed to the team. We don't need a second Ndombele. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that Ndombele is a good player. I don't think that Lukaku should be a Tottenham player. So yeah, I agree with you. Lots of people again want to talk about Ndombele's talent, but talent for me means nothing if you don't apply the work ethic and you don't apply yourself. So that all that talent for me is an absolute waste, if I'm completely honest. Good morning to Paul Atkinson. Good morning to Wolves Finland. Yes, yeah, don't mention the subs, but yes. Morning to D and B Forever. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through selectively. Robert Bullmore, here's a good question. Why are we not in for Kudus? I would say at the moment, from what I've seen of Kudus, he tends to be more in the James Maddison, Giovanni Lo Celso type position on the pitch. I don't think Spurs need that. I think with those two, you've got that cover. Kulu can come in and play that as well. Brian Hill can also tuck in and play. I feel like if we bought him again, it would be neglecting the actual positions that we need, i.e. centre-back, defensive midfielder, and a striker. That is why I don't think that there would be any interest in Kudus. I think, we addressed that with James Maddison and Lo Celso if he wants to step up this season. Big up, Nicky Leon Barnes. Big up to you. I hope you're well, my friend. El Dante, channel member, said a week since Kane left and no incomings. Shocking, to be honest. Yeah, very disappointed. Spartan 7, a channel member as well. Good morning to you. Hope you are well. Sorry about my fuzzy hair. I've stopped putting any product in it in the last couple of weeks. It is what it is. El Dante saying Vega is excellent. Yeah, I ask anyone who's not seen this lad play to go and watch him. Napoli getting him for 36 million euros is sensational. Just clicking there to see if there'd been any news anywhere. The beauty of being in so many WhatsApp groups is somebody will send you the information if it happens, but it means I have to check. Fabrizio Romano this morning. Let's have a look and see what Fabrizio has said. So Gabby Vega to Napoli, here we go. Tyler Adams to Bournemouth, here we go soon. Medical booked in, so Tyler Adams is going to Bournemouth. Good signing for them. Romeo Lavia to Chelsea, done. Eddie Howe confirming it's a loan deal. He's a player I like. Talking about Lewis Hall. Very versatile with very good potential. Good signing for them. Obviously, we talked about the Lavia deal. Romeo Lavia saying goodbye. Napoli preparing documents. West Ham have scheduled a new round of talks, as we were just talking about with Mohamed Kudus and with Ajax. And Theo Walcott has announced his retirement as a professional footballer. So good luck to Theo Walcott in his life. And the last bit of news this morning is that Konstantinos Mavropanos is the number one target for West Ham, the centre-half who plays for Stuttgart. So it looks like Stuttgart could be losing Mavropanos and Endo in the space of a week. I wonder what they've got up their sleeves there. Thank you very much to the person who just subscribed. We're now one away from 9,900. It'd be amazing if we could get anywhere towards the 10K in this show. We've got some more shows lined up for you later. Got my daily video. We've also got a Premier League prediction show. So the prediction for the weekend's results. So join myself, Strasbourg Steve, and a few others for that at 5 p.m. So that should be good. Maybe 4, but I think more likely it'll be 5. Strasbourg Steve said the opposite of music to my ears is nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, that type of noise. Yes, this as well. Yes. Mr. Post Office has said Carragher's tweet about Rice, Caicedo, Fernandez being better value than Casemiro is spot on. There's no way 70 million worth of value in that deal. I haven't seen the tweet. So what Carragher said that those three who cost what? 115, 215, 220. So that midfield cost what? 280 million. He's saying it's better value than. I don't understand. Can you give me a bit more context, Mr. Post Office? What do you mean? Flanagan said we will definitely sign some more players and a good 3-4 will go, but it won't be enough as usual. Well, it's taking its time. As usual, it's taking its time, right? We definitely need this to hurry up. Yes, people, thank you very much. I won't talk about it all show, I promise, but thank you. There we go. Look, there we go. The countdown is on. 100 to go. 100 to go to 10K. So big up to absolutely everyone. I know loads of people in here have been with me since the beginning, and I really do appreciate your loyalty. I do appreciate your just sticking with me, look, we row, we debate. I call comments out. I think it's what you like about the show. And it is what it is, right? I try to be different from the other YouTubers, and hopefully I'm not seen as a copycat for anyone else. Strasbourg Steve, big up to you, my man. Strasbourg Steve will be joining us later to share his knowledge on the Premier League and also predictions for results. Has said completely agreed, Sav. Gabby Veiga adds a lot to that Napoli midfield. They're my pick to win the Scudetto again. Well, when you add players like Gabby Veiga, what can you do? And thank you to whoever that was that unsubscribed, put it tonight. People are horrible, aren't they? People are horrible. Anyway, let's crack on with the show. People know where they can subscribe if they want. The more important thing is that people are liking the show. Please like. We're just under 200 likes. We have got another channel member as well, Vesa O. Big up to Vesa O. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Obviously, all channel members will get their comments read out. We have channel member only shows, channel member only conversations. There'll be a lot more things as we go through the season that will be channel member only. So thank you so much for that. It really does mean a lot. And there was Strasbourg Steve saying, yo, Sav, hope you're good. Dude, I'm good. I will WhatsApp you when I finish this show, man. Hope you're well over there in the big wide world of the United States. And I believe you said you were in, is it not New England? Where are you? Sorry, remind me where you are again. I think you are where the president in the West Wing used to live. Does everyone remember that? Jed Bartlett? Great show. The Tottenham Hotspur lad has said, is it wrong for a team to spend over £1 billion on players if they're not breaking rules? I don't see that it's wrong. I'm just jealous that they're doing it and we're not. Burn it down. Channel membership, I can put the link in the chat for anyone. Obviously, people don't have to, but here's the link for channel membership. There you go. The link, I'm putting it in now. Hopefully, you can see at 10:30 UK time. It will be a link from me. And at the last the last line says membership. Flanagan, a good question. How has Lloris still not gone, by the way? He was left out of pre-season squad to find a club. The transfer window is nearly ended. What a shambles. Yeah, I think we can all agree on this one. It looks like he's going to Lazio. From what I've seen, he's going to Lazio. But, you know, the problem is I've not seen any real proper top source say that he is going to Lazio. I keep seeing a lot of paper talk, but I'm not seeing... let me check. I've not seen like a David Ornstein. Has he said anything this morning? Not about that. Even Nottingham Forest have made a verbal proposal to sign Yusuf Fofana. Lots of people telling me he's a very good defensive midfielder. Forest finding money again. Hey, I don't know. This club here. Digestive has said, Chile, Savva, really nice weather, albeit a bit gloomy, the sky. I wish I could show you. Hang on, let's see if you can see this. I don't know if you'll be able to see. When that focuses in, can anyone see the rain on my window? Anyone see that? There you go. You can surely see it in the background, the rain that is coming down. It is not a nice day here, my friend. Obviously, depends where you are. But good morning to you. Good morning to you. There's Frank's little face. Big up to the 515 people in here. Smash that like. Get your questions in. I will try to get to as many as possible. Hollywood Phil has said, Chelsea signed Lavia. What the F are we doing? So slow. And why, if Laurie's still being paid? In the top 5 earners at the club, get a move on. Yep, can't disagree with any of that. Apologies for me removing the swear words, but yes, absolutely. Ian Barron, big up to you. Hope you're well, my friend. El Dante, channel member, has said, Savva, what's funny is that we always say we should be like Brighton, but how often are we linked to an unknown player and so many shut down the ideas as we don't know who they are, Orban aside? I completely agree with you, El Dante. Completely agree with you. This is what we do. But I will stick up for the Spurs fans on this side and say the problem is we've been so unsuccessful with it in the past that we've got no track record. Brighton's fans know that their owners have a wonderful track record, right? They know that when they bring in a player, they know they're going to be good. They know they've done all their homework, right? So I think that's the difference. I think you've got to build that trust. Once that trust is built, then I think you will see then I think you will see a difference. Then I truly believe that you will see a difference at that stage. But at the moment, who was the last unknown that we bought that went on to be really, really good? Let me know your thoughts. Who was the last person that was really, really good and that went on? Just let me know. 1 second. There we go. I'm just seeing a live now. If anyone wants to join, there we go. Live now. Okay. Yeah, who was the last unknown player like what Brighton do that went on to be a really good top player for Tottenham? Scott, channel member, said playing Solomon instead of Kulu might be a good idea, but I expect the same front three. I agree with all of that. I would do it, but I think he will stick with the same front three. Tottenham forever, said morning Savva. The day Tottenham act like a big club is the day the club is when we all start having a party. Yeah, I've not seen us ever in my history. I've not seen us ever in our history act like a big club. If I'm brutally honest, I can't remember the last time we actually just went out and went full steam at it. We always seem to do enough to keep fans happy, enough that fans can go, oh, well, there you go. We signed 5-6 players, but it's never enough, is it? It's never quite enough. Big up to Mark Cook, who's in the house, said Sav, a question. What do you think a club like Spurs should be spending in a first window with a new manager and a new project? Do you know what, Mark? For me, it's not about how much. For me, this is not about how much. This is about getting the right players in. Yeah, for example, you look at Gabby Vega going for 36 million euros. Yeah, you look at this Fofana going to Forest, 35 million euros. There's deals that can be done, right? Loan players. But we just don't seem to back them at all. Like, we need another centre-back, a DM and a striker. We need 3 people down the spine. And we're sitting here less than 14 days to go, dilly-dallying, and nothing will change. In the last summer, I heard the same things. Oh, you're impatient. This summer, the summer before, the summer before, the summer before. It is what it is. The Pharaoh has said United's midfield is dead. Listen, let me get through to the game before we start absolutely bashing Man United, because otherwise Spurs will look a bit silly. I appreciate that you are a Liverpool fan, though. Big up to Holly. If you haven't subscribed to Holly's Hotspurs, please do. Wonderful person is Holly, and a great channel as well. So please get over there and enjoy your day off, Holly. Holly, and tell some of these people to subscribe. So tight. We are 99 away, Holly, from the 10K. And there's some very tight people in the chat. Perchy said, Tyler Adams to Bournemouth. Here we go. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Big up to everyone. There's me. Stanley Cush said, yeah, we need a Prem-ready striker. Jonas, good morning. Channel member Jonas, big up to you. Brighton have slapped 100. Yeah, I think, listen, Brighton will do this. They bring through players well. They're going to keep whacking these prices on people. That's how they operate. I don't blame them. Fair play to them. Anyone thinking that we were going to get Evan Ferguson are just crazy, crazy times. Martin Knightsbridge is also a channel member. I said, morning, Savva. At this rate, we will have you up front. Sean as the number 6 and Henry next to VDV. Mate, listen, if I'm up front, at least I'm going to do... No, I won't say I'll do more than Richarlison. Listen, I'd love to play up front for Spurs. I'd give it my all. I know that much. Don't know how good I'd be. Janet HH just said, will we keep Lo Celso to push cover Maddison? I think we will. I don't think he'll be one of the ones that goes. However, I think if a proper bid comes in for him, you've got to listen. Got to keep refreshing the squad. Shane Bappu has said you can have Balogun for 60+ million. No, thank you. No, thank you. Kingy 63, big up to Kingy, has said Richarlison completes the training drills where he puts the ball on the outside of the posts. Most other strikers complete the drills where they put the ball in between the posts. Do you know what? Without being horrible, I've said this loads of times. I just do not see this guy as a finisher. And he might score at the weekend and people go, there you go, he can finish. But consistently, there's a difference between scoring a few goals. There's a difference between getting 10 in a season and 20-25. Top finishers get 20-25. Average players will get you 10 goals. And if you look at Richarlison's career, I think he averages something like 9 to 10 goals a season, which is not good. Is it true that Spurs have made a Levy bid for Orban? A Levy bid. I don't think we've made any bid, my friend, let alone a Levy bid. But surely there's going to be outgoings soon, right? Surely we're going to start seeing it this weekend. Surely to goodness. Fernando, this guy, I think you sound like a centre half playing for Juventus. I love this name. Fernando Mr. Kioso. I said Lukaku is almost as frustrating as Morata. He's had so many misses recently. People made videos calling him Maguire's brother. Look, again, Morata, not a bad striker, but again, not a great goal scorer. Bobby Andrews said Tyler Adams, Bournemouth medical waiting. Fair play to them. They signed 2 good boys in midfield with Scott and Adams. Yep. Low key, very good window for Bournemouth. Again, there's players out there. Faisal, I said, Savva, I'm a Man United fan, but still watch all of your videos as I enjoy your football knowledge and discussions. Thank you very much. Can I ask your opinion on the Greenwood situation? Oh, you're going to put me in a tough one. If he was at Spurs, what would you do? Look, these situations are tough, right? These situations are really tough. I don't really want to get into a political conversation about this. Look, there's 2 ways of looking at it. One, he's been found innocent and everyone deserves a second chance. The second one is that there's been a lot of footage going around, the things that he's done, and that this will alienate a lot of people that are that feel very strongly about this. It will alienate the female portion of the fan base, shareholders, etc. Listen, I think it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. They're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. I'm glad it's not happening to my club is all I can say. A real tough scenario. I'm glad it's not happening at Tottenham Hotspur. East London Gooner, big up to you. I said the only good thing Richie is good for is the pigeon dance. Yeah, I think when you're mocked as much as Richarlison is, you have to ask yourself why. Big up, there's 600 of you in here. 600. Good morning to absolutely, or good evening, wherever you are, to absolutely every one of you. 600 in here, 239 likes. Let's get that to 300 ASAP. And guys and girls, come on. You tell me, what number should we end today's show on? There we are. What number should we end today's show on? I'll let you tell me in the chat. Be kind, people. Hook a brother up. I have worked my backside off the last 16, 17 months to get to this 10K, and now I can just touch it. So I've worked my backsides off. You press a button. We're all good. Thank you very much for everyone who has helped me get this far. David has said, wasn't Spurs supposed to move for Orban once the deal was completed? Mate, absolutely. It's just so poor, isn't it? It really, really is. Mark Cook said, would anyone have Dele back? Would be right price for us now. Mark, for me, I think all talk of Dele Alli needs to go away, if I'm brutally honest. I think what the lad needs, I think he needs is to find his way again. I think he needs to enjoy his football again, get fit, enjoy playing football at Everton, and worry about that more than him coming to Spurs. He's nowhere near good enough for Spurs. As things stand, I think just go and enjoy yourself. Go and get your love for the game back, Go and find a happy place. And some things are more important than football. And for him, I think he needs to find that happy place. Big up to everyone. I'm trying to get to as many comments as possible. I truly, truly am. Chloe King has said, who do you think will finish top 4 and get relegated? I think top 4 will be City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal. Bottom 3, Luton, Sheffield and Bournemouth. The top 4 is interesting. I think City will win it. I think Chelsea will definitely be in the top 4. Arsenal definitely will. And then I think it's going to be a dogfight between Liverpool, Newcastle and Man United. Can Spurs throw their hat in the ring? I think we've got 2 or 3 more signings before we can do that. And relegation, Luton, Sheffield and Bournemouth. I don't think Bournemouth will go down at all. I don't think Bournemouth will. Luton, yeah. Sheffield United, yeah. I think Everton could be in trouble. I think they could be bang in trouble, Everton. Captain Cockrell said, well done, Savva, on the growth of your channel, being a sub since the very start. Absolutely. Thank you, Captain Cockrell. Yes, you have. Thank you very much. And I really do appreciate all my subscribers as well. So I really, really do, as with all the channel members. Perchy from Perchy TV has said, don't worry, Perchy, the redirect is done. Said, Savva, Spurs currently have 3 players over the 25 to register. Who would be your 3 you let go? Ndombele, Eric Dyer, but I know it's not going to happen. Reguilon, Tanganga, Sanchez, Sessegnon. There's so many of them. Højbjerg, so many of them, mate. I mean, does that include Parrot and Scarlett? Does that include them? I get confused. They change the rules every year. I can never seem to remember what the actual rules are when it comes to your squad. El Dante has said it's not easy to find the membership link on a mobile phone. I had to use my MacBook to do it. Apologies. Yeah, that's YouTube, my man. That's YouTube. Big up to everyone in the chat. I can see some really good conversations going on. I only get bits of them. But some really good conversation. As far as I can see, there's no trolls, which is lovely. A big up to the 612 of you that are all in here. Big up to each and every one of you. And somebody said, oh my God, it's raining now. Yes, it is absolutely pelting it down where I live, which means I will not be going out. And Frank just ran to the top of the stairs with his lead in his mouth because he would like a walk. And unfortunately, he's not going to get one. Bless him. Big up to whoever put in a super chat there. So Oryx Beats, big up. Great guy, Oryx Beats. Said, long time, Savva. Big up to you. Been having to take care of my dad since he got skin cancer. Please pray for his recovery. Tough times, been tough. Listen, Oryx Beats, I think I speak for everyone, all 600 people in the chat when I say best wishes to your dad. All you can do is be there for him as best as possible. I know you are, but I hope he makes a recovery. I hope that they've managed to get it at a stage where they can get rid of it completely. So big up to you, big up to your dad. And thank you so much. You've been a good support of the channel for a long time. So good luck to you. Big up to your dad. All right. Unknown players. Good morning, by the way. Addy Smith, morning, Sav from Atlanta. Big up to you out there. Alpesh has said Berbatov, the unknown one. Berbatov wasn't unknown. Let's be brutally honest. If anyone watched German football, they'll tell you Berbatov wasn't unknown. He was smacking in, doing things for Bayer Leverkusen. I'm talking about when Brighton go and get these players like Matoma, like Caicedo. Like, where are they getting them from? Like, I mean, you could keep going with them. John James said, we are the biggest penny-wise, pound-foolish club. Where is the accountability for this incompetence? Yeah, there hasn't been so far, and there will continue not to be. Yeah, absolutely. Fernando said, guys, Bundesliga stars are not unknown. Rafa was from Real Madrid. Dele and Bale are better shouts. Then again, I mean, Dele wasn't unknown, but Gareth Bale was talked about by everyone as being the next big thing. I don't think there's too many. Yes, Tyler Adams has gone to Bournemouth. Fabrizio Romano was announced. I am seeing if there's any more transfer news to be able to bring you this morning. There isn't, I'm afraid. It's all a bit dull on the Spurs front at the moment. Russell has said signing Richie for 60 million when we had a striker was an unusual move for us at the time. I think many of us actually said as well that what we were worried about is that this guy would turn out to be the player because Kane is leaving the year after. Many people laughed, but it is looking like it's true. Claude says, Savva, you are speculating that nothing would change. Claude, as always, mate, I need some context. Speculating that nothing would change about what? I really need you to add some meat to those bones, Claude. What do you mean? Speculate. What did I say? Savva, you are speculating that nothing would change. I don't know what you mean. Sorry, Claude. I don't know what you mean. Tim London said, our dealers and Villa were mega signings and also Klinsmann. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've made a mega signing, isn't it, Tim? Big up to the person that's just subscribed. Now only 97 from the 10K. I'm only joking. I'll let you know if we get to 9,920 or so. But I feel like we're not going to get there anytime soon. Mario has said, Savva, what are your thoughts on Ange? I know the game is solely on results, but thus far it's difficult to deny how well he's gone about it all. He oozes class. Absolutely. One game in, but from pre-season, from his press conferences, from the way he speaks, from seeing his conversations with the players, I think he's a top manager. I think he'll do absolutely fine. And I think it goes to show that all these people who said, oh, but it was Scotland, it was Celtic. If you're a good manager, you're a good manager. If you're a good motivator of men or women, then you're a good motivator of men or women. LTL said, hashtag sub to Savva. He brings interesting content and works hard to provide for us all. Hit the like button when you come in, whilst in the show or as you leave. It's free. Thanks, LTL. Always a big support of the channel. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear some kind words every now and then as well. Ian Barron, boom. Lovely. Mr. Post Office sent Arsenal quoting Spurs considerably higher for Balogun than other clubs. I just don't. Surely we're not in for Balogun, are we? Tottenham are the gift that just keeps giving, but in a bad way. Yeah. I'd love to know. I'm honestly looking forward to seeing what Claude Murphy, who always disagrees with everything I say, I'd love to know what he meant by the context. He's come back in here and said, Savva, who are the top finishers in the Prem? I would say that Callum Wilson. There's different levels. You've got Haaland, who's obviously the best. After that, not too many. Ivan Toney. You've got Ivan Toney, who's a top finisher. You've got not many. Isak, I think, will be. Callum Wilson, Ivan Toney, Jamie Vardy was until he went. Not many. But hey, it is what it is. I think Mitrovic had Mitrovic on his day was a top finisher, but not enough for me. And he's gone. He's gone to Saudi Arabia. Hennessy, would you take Arsenal winning the league if it meant Spurs won the FA Cup and Carabao Cup? Absolutely. I don't care what Arsenal do. I want Spurs to win trophies. So it is what it is. Wow. On this day in 2017, Davinson Sanchez signed for the club for 42 million. And guess what, people? He's still at the club. Just so badly run. Tyler Adams, Claude, though, I've noticed what you do is you knock every player that moves to that any other club has, and then you think all of ours are brilliant. Kate said, Savva, if we got quality in, we wouldn't have a problem selling the Deadwood. They got no resale value. Have to look at absolutely. Look, this is, like you say, this is not rocket science. This is not rocket science. At the end of the day, Spurs keep making bad signings, hence why when we try and move people on, we can't. Okay. All right. Listen, this is why I said I didn't want to get into it. Whatever happened, his case was dropped, whatever. I don't really want to get into the Mason Greenwood debate. If I'm completely honest, it's a debate that will keep going down. Oh, Stanley Kush. I would love for it to get to that before the end of the show, but we're only on 9904. I can't see it happening. Yeah, absolutely. We would hope so. Alpesh 9999. I don't think any of these are happening, guys. I don't think any of these are happening. Jack said, we're not a charity, respectfully. I don't know what that means. Again, sorry, guys and girls. When in the chat, I think we need a bit more context, just so that I know what this form. Big up, Kuva 99. Big up, everyone. End the stream on 0 subscribers, Savva. Ban everyone and make a statement of intent. Only you, Kuva. Pete Ross has said, we are a shambles when it comes to transfers. Always the same old issues with us. Why? Because it's the same owners. It's the same philosophy. Jaden says, Savva striker is not my priority this season, as we have Son, who we need to test down the middle. I can't disagree with you more. Sorry, mate. Just like the last person. Anyone doesn't think we need a striker is mad. I truly believe that. Jack, we need another 8 to 10 outgoings, mate. I think we've needed that for about 3 or 4 years. Stanley Cush said we have about 33 players. We need at least 6 gone. God, I think we need so many gone, but I think that's being polite, isn't it? Just putting a link in the chat for anyone new that would like to join the chat. The link is in the chat and it's also pinned as well. And thank you for the 304 people who have smashed that like button. Perchy coming back and saying, Parrott, yes. Scarlett, no. He's under 21. Cool. So I can't believe Troy Parrott is still a Tottenham Hotspur footballer all these years later. Sydney Duke has said, Levy has given up the pretense of competing. Just praying for a miracle and dreaming about what the new FFP rules might bring. Yeah. Worrying, right? Worrying. It feels like that's Groundhog Day. DJ Rampant has said Chelsea ain't getting top 4. City, Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool. We'll see, mate. We'll see. They've brought some good players in. They've got a good manager. We'll see. Alan has said Pugzarella needs a walk. He is definitely not having a walk. It is peeing down out there. It is peeing down. Big up to Jack Dyson, who's just become a new channel member. Big up, Jack. As I said, thank you very much to all the channel members. We will be doing channel member-only shows, channel member-only conversations, and we're going to be having some more channel member-only content. And all channel member comments get read out as long as I'm not miles behind the chat. So big up to you. Thank you so much, Jack. And Nate Piet, big up to you. I said, following on from last night's generosity of listeners, you deserve it. Oh, thank you. Saw the episode on replay due to time difference. Thanks for the always awesome content and glad to hear Stewie is better. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Really nice message. Thank you very much. If everyone felt that way, we'd be on 100,000 subscribers now and I'd be a millionaire. But that's not how it works, by the way. That's just a joke. That's just a joke. You don't have 100,000 subscribers and be a millionaire. That was just a joke. Finn has said, is Tosin Adarabioyo a definite no? I mean, who knows? Who knows, right? At this stage, I would bring him in. At this stage, I would definitely bring him in for sure. Justin has said, if he means about how the club is run, then it's not really speculation, given we have seen. Yeah, I think this. I hear this every year from the Levy excusers like Claude. It's fine, but we do hear this every year. It could change. You don't know it won't. Every summer I hear this. Nothing changes. We run how we run. And what Levy bargains on is every now and then he'll get a manager through the door like Yo, like Poch, like Postecoglou that will do well for him on limited resources. Right? That's what he's hoping for. But he'll never help them get from there to there, will he? That's the thing. He never will. Thank you to the people that just subscribed. It's much appreciated. We're now on 9,907. So we are creeping towards our target. Here he is. Big up, Faz Radfar. Not seen you for a while, my mate. Big up, Savva. Do you now agree with my 3-1 predictions? Or should I change up to 5-2? I'm going with 2-1 to Spurs, mate. Faz obviously predicts 3-1 to Spurs every game. Big up to Faz. Gunner 9 is back. Oh, here we go. I can just see it's all about to bubble over in the chat when he's here. They really didn't transition Richarlison into the centre forward position with Kane. I wouldn't leave my kids in charge with them on. I've no idea what that means. And I'm just annoyed that I read it out. Sean Smith, massive supporter of the channel, has just become a channel member. Big up to Sean Smith. Hope you're well, my brother. Thank you so much for all your support. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, mate. That really, really is appreciated. Let me see. Currently, just to give you an indication of where I am time-wise with the comments, I am on 1050. Okay, so if anyone's putting a comment after 1050, I will hopefully try and get to it. 123 Bus has said, liked your take on Ange Ball. Oh, don't say Ange Ball. Big up, Savva, unique YouTuber. Only one to read the comments constantly. I try my best, mate. I try my best. I do try and get to everyone's comments. Sometimes it can become overwhelming. The bigger we're getting, the more comments, and it really is tough. But I try, and I don't think that lots of YouTubers would do this. Liam has said, I think bringing in both Orban and Martinez will be the perfect end to the window. We know Martinez can do it in the big leagues, and Gift Orban can learn a lot from him. I can assure you right now, Liam, we are not buying both of those two forwards. Not both of them. Maybe we get Orban, but we are not bringing in both those two forwards. No. Oh, my God. Wow. Sorry. My wife has just sent me a picture of where she's on site at work and said, look at this spider. Oh, my gosh. I don't know if anyone can see that. Can anyone see that? Oh my gosh, no. Don't like spiders. No. Maybe I'm being a big girl, but no, and more no. Starting to sound like the guy out of Vicar of Dibley. Sydney Duke, Salah is the best finisher. Haaland broke the record for missed big chances in a season. Listen, if I want my dinner finished, I'm having Haaland over Salah all day, every day. Mo Salah, for me, snatches at a lot of shots. Haaland is a lethal finisher. Sorry, for me, I'm having Haaland all day, every day as a finisher. Ian White has said the Balogun thing was you were meant to have shown interest, but Arsenal put on Spurs tax, i.e. they said the price would be a lot higher if you wanted to buy him. Yeah, I can only imagine that the aggro in Spurs and Arsenal doing business together. Can you imagine? Really? Can anyone imagine this? Crazy times. Big up to Tigaro, single parent theory, has said to infinity, 10K and beyond. Yeah, madness, isn't it? It's mad to think that over 9,900 people like what I do and subscribe. It's really hard to get your head around it. When you first start, you always think, oh my God, I'm never going to get to 1,000. Then when you get to 1,000, you're like, okay, if I can get to 2.5, then it just kind of snowballs. So yeah, thank you so much, Tigaro. Always been a big supporter of the channel. And we're now on 9,909. So we are only 91 away from 100 for the 10K. Mind blown. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but mind blown. It really does make me pinch myself at times. And you think there's some people out there on like 150,000 subscribers. Like Expressions is on like 300 and whatever thousand subscribers. Big up to him. Sorry, where are we? 10:52. Let's go back to here. Custy has said, Ange has chosen Sanchez over Dyer. Yet we will likely sell Sanchez and keep Dyer. So much for Ange having a say in the transfers. Custy, I think that's the wrong way to look at it. I think the thing is people are going to come in and bid for Sanchez and not Dyer, and both of them need to go at some point. I think Sanchez should go this window, and I think then Dyer will probably have bid. Will leave on a free next window. Look, I don't care. One of them, both of them have got to go. They've got to go. They're not good players. This is not true. You can only be as good as the players around you. This is not true in any way, shape, or form. Look at Harry Kane last season. Mic drop. See you later, Gunner 9. You do talk some absolute tosh, but you're welcome in here. Luton Dan in the chat. Big up, Luton Dan. Hope you're well, my friend. Which one in the picture are you? Green hat, white hat. In white hat, I want to say. It's like we got Delboy and Rodney in charge. Oh, Delboy and Rodney. At least they'd communicate with us, wouldn't they, old Delboy and Rodney? Kate said, Savva linked with all these players and have none coming in. Yeah, listen, as we said, Kate, the next 2 weeks, 14 days from today, we need this to happen. Gunner 9 has said you need a centre-back, not a striker. You score goals, but you can see a lot of goals. Gunner 9, you worry about your own club, mate. We need a centre-back and a striker and a DM. Yeah, you worry about your own club with your 220 million spent and absolutely no depth added to your squad. Aaron has said we will never win anything with Dyer and Davis at the back. Not good enough. Yeah, I don't expect either of them to play. But again, I don't think Tanganga, Davis, Dyer, Sanchez, Sessegnon, these Spence, Royale, I don't think these players, you're ever going to win anything with those types of players in the team. David, channel member, has said Ange has made his decisions on the Deadwood. Hope so. Really, really hope so. Dafa Share said if we have to use our remaining funds to pay off the Deadwood contracts to get rid and sign only one more player until the winter window, would you do it, Savva? I mean, it shouldn't be that, right? I know it's only a hypothetical, but with Tottenham Hotspur, we've got revenue. It shouldn't be one or the other. It should be both. We should be getting rid of these Deadwood contracts and bringing in the players we need. Hey, that's just me. Good morning. Whispers Romero is out tomorrow. Be interesting to see, won't it? If he's out, we're going to have to go with Davinson Sanchez and Royal on the right-hand side. Worries the hell out of me. And Sancho and Rashford would have a field day. Yeah, absolutely, Stanley Kush. Yeah, I can't do it when it's raining like this. They like the idea of it. The little fella, he's all right. He's fallen asleep now. He's all good. You asleep? Hello? Yeah, he's asleep. Always check that he's okay. Thomas said, morning, Sav. I do talk to Tottenham all day, every day. I talk football all day, every day. It's my job. Gunnar 9 is back and said, if the manager that some thought some was better down the middle, he would be playing down the middle. Oh my God, your love for Richarlison is just weird, Gunnar 9. Maybe you could buy him at your club. Philly 2109 has said, Gunnar 9, out of curiosity, how many goals do you realistically feel Richarlison's going to score? Are you making throwaway comments or believe in what you were saying? Big up, Philly. That's what I said. Big up. Someone, who is it that had to bet with me that Richarlison would get 20 goals in all competitions? Is it Tigara? Is that you? Is that Tagaro somewhere? I don't know. Time added on. Alan, big up. Seems that when you sign for Spurs nowadays, you get a lifetime membership to Tottenham Hotspur. Only way to explain how all this Deadwood is still here. Bang on. Bang on, mate. Join Spurs. See out your contract. Yeah, we'll give you another one along the way. Alex Little, I said we need 2 for every position. Simple. And not just any Tom, Dick and Harry. Enough quality that you aren't certain who is the starter. That's generally how the big clubs have it, bar a certain few. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, big clubs do that. We're not a big club. Said it before. We talk like a big club. We've got revenue like a big club. We don't act like a big club. Perchie said, all this chucking it down talk, Sav. Not a cloud in the sky. Yes, Perchie, we all know you live in Barcelona. Oh, where are we? We're going to try and catch up just a little bit. Bobby Andrews, big up to you. I said every Tottenham fan saying Porro isn't a right back. He is a right winger. For me, if he was either, Andrew would have put him in. Another crazy signing. I agree. Another poor signing from the football club. I don't know what this player is. If anything, I'd like to see him forward, but I just don't know. DJ Rampant has said, our fans seem to think we were this massive club before Levy took over from Sugar's bankruptcy in a stadium falling to pieces. We won trophies in the past because it was about level playing field, not cash. I don't think anyone thinks we were massive before, but what we're saying is, DJ Rampant, is that after nearly 23, 24 years of ownership, to be where we are and have such little trophies that we've had and to operate as badly as we do with our youth team and in the transfer market, I expect better of the owners. Unfortunately, when fans like you stick up for the owners, then you've kind of got what you wanted, right? So it is what it is. Here we go. This guy loves him. He loves him. Richarlison will score if he has competent players around him. When's he done that in his career, Gunner 9? When's he done that in his career? I hate all this. People like you, you are the worst type of football fan. I'm going to tell you why, right? Because you throw away comments like that your opinion is fact. Now, I'm going to show you this. Look, I'm going to show you this again. I did this yesterday. I'm going to show you again. Gunner 9, here we go. Just surround him with players, he will score goals. Ready? Okay. Just surround him with players, he will score goals. This is a player whose best ever Premier League season is 13 goals. His best ever season in any league, Brazil, England, is 13 goals. And apparently 5 or 6 of those were pens. 13 goals. But apparently just put the players around him and he scores goals. It based on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons as a pro. Facts don't care about your feelings, Goonan 9. All right? Facts don't care about your feelings. You've just seen it there. This guy is not a good goal scorer. Yeah, this guy is not a good goal scorer. Big up to Santu, just coming in with a super sticker. Always a massive supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, Santu. Santu, tell these people to subscribe. We're now 90 away. So thank you to the 16, 17 people who have subscribed during this show. You are loved and much appreciated. Thank you, Santu, for always being a big supporter of the channel. Amin has said, sorry, I'm having Karim Benzema all day long. Again, I don't know the context. What's the context? Jack, score predictions for tomorrow. So I'll do the Spurs score prediction now, and then I'll do the score predictions for the Premier Leagues in my show later on. Ben, I don't want to see the Spiders in Oz. I don't want to. No. Jack, the score prediction. I think we will win 2-1 if Romero plays. I think that if Sanchez and Royal play on the right-hand side of the defence, I worry like mad. I really worry like mad. I think they'll hit us down that right-hand side. There is only one striker in the league now that got over 20 goals last season. There aren't many. Listen, I agree with you. Yes, absolutely. I guess he's had no help for a decade, Gunner 9. I love that I just destroyed you with facts. I love that. Sorry, I'm going to say it. George has said, is Orban talking to any other clubs? Hurry up, Levy. You can just feel it, right? You can just feel that we'll mess about so much. Then what some of our fan base will do, a portion of our fan base will go, oh, we didn't want him anyway. He's only in the Belgium league. Yeah. Sergio Rico, the PSG goalkeeper, is being released from hospital today after being in hospital for 82 days after his accident. So that is great news. Lewis Hall to Newcastle. Here we go. Loan deal with mandatory buy option. Medical book for later today. The total package of 35 million, add-ons included. Just other clubs just seem to get it right, don't they? Where's our loan signings of a player like Lewis Hall? People just seem to get it right. Ian White, I said I heard on a space somewhere that there's not been direct transfer between Spurs and Arsenal since the 70s. I'm meaning a deal that involved a transfer fee. They're obviously sold, but there was a free. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. Players that have played for both clubs and what was the last fee. I can't see this one happening either. Listen, dude, you've got to relax. You've got to relax. All right, Gunner 9, relax. Calm down. Letty has said, Savva, please come and take Phillips at City. He's available. I'd take Calvin Phillips. I'd stick him in the number 6 for sure. Sydney has said, Balogun and Martinez not happening. The smart buy would be Jonathan David from Lille. I've seen Jonathan David. He's okay. I'm not sure that he's that great. We'll see. No, I'm not sneakily going to be watching. They're playing tonight, right? Bayern Munich. Is it tonight? No, tonight I'll be watching a film with a wife and having an evening off of YouTube. So yes, I will not be doing that. Thank you. I'd like to see me up front as well. Mario, big up to you. I said, I've mentioned before, would love to see you debate the likes of Last Word on Spurs. Think would be a great watch. I'd love to debate Lee McQueen. I've never heard someone virtue signal so much. I've never heard anyone just say positive things for the sake of it so much as Lee McQueen. I've got nothing against him as a person. I don't know him, but he just comes out with some absolute nonsense year in, year out. He goes on Sky Sports, represents Spurs. And at the time, Arsenal were top. And Arsenal were playing Spurs. And he said 7 of the 11, combined 11, would be Tottenham players. And it was just embarrassing. Like, have some respect for yourself, man. Kate said, Savva, I don't subscribe to a lot of channels, but love your content and you say how it is. Love you. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you very much. That's nice to hear. Listen, I try my best. I try and read out as many comments as possible. DJ Rampant has said, I don't understand it. Emerson has made one mistake all the time he's been here. Yet Porro has given away 4 goals. Sorry, Emerson has made one mistake. This has got to now be trolling, hasn't it? One mistake. Emerson Royale. He's a terrible defender. Wow. Again, DJ Rampant, I'll say it. Fans like you have the club you deserve. You're bigging up Levy and Enoch. You're defending bad players like Emerson Royale. It's really poor. You can't ever expect to want to do better if those are the types of people you subscribe to. Tom, I think maybe the person watching might be a few hours behind. I don't know. Tonight, either way. Ian Barron has said 9.991 plus subscribers. It is what it is, mate. It is what it is. Alan has said other teams overtake because of the money involved nowadays. Other teams just seem to do it right. Right, Gunner 9, please stop. It's now getting a little bit boring. All right, we get it. You love Richarlison. We get it. You can buy him at Arsenal. I don't think any Spurs fan would begrudge you taking Richarlison to Arsenal. Take him. Ben Impson has said, is it the players' fault if they are bought to play a certain system and we keep changing managers? Ben, I think the problem is we keep buying players with no system. Some players are just bad, though. It doesn't matter what system. Dyer is just bad. Sanchez is just bad. Sessegnon is just bad. We can't keep saying about systems. Some players are just not good enough. Val, he's not baiting me. I'm just calling him out. He's not baiting me. I don't subscribe to all this all bait. You're getting rattled. No, I'm not. I read out comments. I read out the good. I read out the bad. It is what it is. Luton Dan, I'd ask Villa to Ollie Watkins. Villa aren't stupid, my man. Villa are not stupid. Why would they want Richarlison and Dyer? These clubs are run properly. They are not going to let their top striker go for Richarlison. Ollie Watkins will score more goals in his career than Richarlison by a country mile. I don't know why you think they would do this, mate. I really, really don't. Nick Collison said, Football Heritage TV. Nando's next week then. Not yet, mate. Not yet. We're still 85 away from the magical number, but hopefully we'll get there soon. Unknown Tomato has said, don't worry, Savva. This year he will score 14. You'll take that, I know. Have faith. I'm bored of being told to have faith about these bad players that year in, year out don't perform. For me, as I've said, it's not about faith. It's about actually looking at the players and seeing if they're good enough. Faith is great, but faith doesn't equal ability. A Darwish has said the probability of another signing, Savva. I hope another top centre-back. Mate, the probability has got to be 50-50, but the need for it needs to be 100%, surely. Thank you to the person that just unsubscribed. Love you. Right, sorry, I'm just going to put this guy in a timeout. It's just too much spam, way too much spam. At Philia said, you need to stop this hate. I don't hate Emerson Royal. I just think he's a very limited footballer. He's a very limited player. And as I said, Nick, I've said this to your face. If fans like you want him in the 11, don't ever say you want to win things or be a better team. He's a terrible footballer. He is. He's a poor footballer. DJ Rampant said, I'm not saying you, Savva. I can only live in reality since my first game in 1980. I hate Levy's a scumbag, but I was at Sugar's house with many others that trashed it. Yeah, mate, listen, I get that. But these owners have been here for 23 years now. At what point do we stop talking about what happened under Sugar? These owners have been here 23 years. Like, surely by now, everything should be in place and we should be doing really well and winning things. 23 years. The guy said Tottenham fans still cling on to false hope that Richard... Mate, I agree. I don't understand why so many are holding on to him. Big up, Tigaro. Massive super chat. Thank you so much. That is much appreciated. And I knew it was going to be about Richarlison. He said, it was me for the Richie bit, Savva. It may be crazy and it will cost me if it is. After the Conte debacle, I think he needs confidence. Happy to donate to charity if I'm wrong. Consider this early payment for my defeat. Pay me back when I win. Listen, yes, I think Conte was... I don't rate him as a manager. I don't think anyone played well under him. But I've never seen Richarlison do anything in the 6-7 years he's been in England. That's where I'm coming from. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you. 3 more people just unsubscribed. Thank you to those people. Every step you take, 2 steps back. But we will get there. And thank you to really good people like Tigaro. Thank you so much. Really, really is appreciated. Smash the likes, people. There's over 625 of you in here. There's 378 likes. Let's get that to 450 as quickly as possible. And I'm putting the link in the chat if anyone would like to subscribe. Let's see if we can end the show. Let's do this, people. Let's see if we can end that on 9/9/25. 14 subs in half an hour. We can do that. 1 every 2 minutes. We can do that. Yeah, Stanley Kush, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Aussie Adam said, why do people think Ange was going to fix everything in 6 weeks? It's going to take a couple of windows. I don't think everyone's asking for everything to be fixed, but there are certain things that have to be fixed immediately. I think, it's all well. I like it when people go, oh, it can't be fixed in one window. Sure. But then sort out what needs to be fixed in one window. Some positions can wait. Yeah. Some positions can't. And that's where I think the frustration is. Matt Cox has said, Porro ripped us apart in the Champions League twice, joined Spurs and suddenly turns rubbish. Think it's the paycheck. They lose the desire to try. Interesting from Matt Cox there. Do we agree with this? Do we disagree? Chloe King has said, wouldn't surprise me if Levy was to use the Kane money for anything other than football, like the karting track. Let's hope not. Let's hope in the next couple of weeks he shuts us up and actually signs a couple of players that we need. Robert has said we were mugs for spending 60 million on Richie. Now we're stuck with him. Now we're stuck with him, and people are having to defend him because we've spent the 60 million. It was a terrible transfer. The problem is, Jaden, please stop. Jaden and Hashim, please. I can see your comments. You don't have to put it in. So Hashim, stop. Right, listen, you're putting this comment in about 12 times. Stop, please. You only have to put it in once, or I will block people. Please, this is meant to be a nice, friendly show where we read as many comments as possible. So please stop spamming. Please stop spamming. That's the last time I want. Hashim, I'm warning you. One more. This is getting ridiculous. Right, he's gone. He's gone. Just too much, people. It's just crazy. Jaden, you're going on the same path, mate. Too many of the same comment. Absolutely stop the spam. Craig Parker, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope everyone is well. And thank you to the 2 people that just subscribed. Yeah, you can have him as your right back. I prefer a right back that can defend. City, I said, yo, Savva, what are your thoughts? Tottenham have joined West Ham and Man City in the race to sign Jeremy Doku. I think the moment that Man City are in for him, then we've got no chance. But injury prone, good player, injury prone. I just don't think he'd join Tottenham Hotspur. Bang on Q7, chat, stop spamming your comments. I will try to. Sean, who's a channel member as well as Q7, has said, in my opinion, Savva, Richarlison has 5-6 games to prove he's worth it. I'm not holding my breath, but with him being played out of position last season, but Ange won't let him off the hook. He doesn't prove it. Listen, for me, I think the problem for me is that he's never scored goals wherever he's been. He's never scored a volume of goals, right? He's never scored a volume of goals. And this is why people keep talking as though he's scored a volume of goals in his career, and he hasn't. He really hasn't. What are your thoughts on Ange making Ten Hag? Listen, let's hope he does tomorrow. Let's hope he does. Foxy is saying, nice to see Lucas Moura already making a huge impact in Brazil. He scored the winner this week to take Sao Paulo to the Copa de Brazil final. Big up. Good luck to Lucas Moura. Big up to David Shire, who's come in with a super sticker. Thank you so much, David. Much appreciated. Channel member as well. Been so kind to the channel the last few days. Thank you very much. Come on, guys and girls. Come on. I'm going to push this. I need the 10K. I really wanted it by tonight. Come on. 9-9-12. Come on. 88 away. Come on, people. Let's do this. I'll put it in the chat. If any one of the 638 of you that haven't could just go over there and smash that button, it would be much appreciated. And there it is. Look, there it is. That's all you've got to do is click on there. Big up. Let's have a look at some more questions. We'll go for another 25 minutes. Savva's Mud Spurs. Wow. I said Ange Ball is great in that, but surely you won't persist playing 2 one-trick ponies in the system. You live and die by the sword, and those 2 will be the death of him. Yeah, look, I think that it's early days. I don't think we can say that to him after 1 game, but let's see. I actually think they'll have a better game tomorrow because I don't think Man U will sit back. That's just my thoughts. I think Sonny will grab a goal or 2 tomorrow because I think he'll be able to get in behind the Man United back 4 with Maddison playing him in. Hey, that's just my thoughts. Name one right back that we could get that's better. Tom, stop. This you're turning into a troll. I'm so sorry. Yeah, DJ Rampant, how rattled can you be to unsubscribe? You ain't a real fan if you can't take... Yeah, listen, I get this all the time. People come to my show because listen, like DJ Rampant, I just disagreed with you. We have a debate. It's fine, right? People come to my show, comment. They know I'm going to read it out. They know I'll disagree. They know I might agree. And then if it's not what they want to hear, they unsubscribe. It is funny. It is funny. Minerals FC. Yeah, I agree. Doku does have good potential. Simon Davis, big up to you, channel member, has said, the nearer we get to the end of the window, the more worried I am about the amount of bodies in this squad. Surely some have to go soon. The wage spreadsheet must be astronomical. Absolutely. Claude is back and said, Brighton are doing business with players by selling them for big money. They are praised. Levy bringing in money by concerts he is vilified when it's all about Claude. This is absolute nonsense. Levy is vilified because Brighton are selling footballers to buy footballers. Levy is selling concert tickets and making money to not buy footballers. Please, come on. Let's not be silly about this. Claude, again, you every year in, year out, you come into my chat, Claude, and just say so many silly things. You were wrong all last year about Conte and Champions League and this and that and winning trophies. You're now saying silly things like this. Just checking to see if Fabrizio Romano has said anything. That's how bad it's got. I'm clinging onto the hope that Fabrizio Romano gives us some news. Ancelotti has said on a new centre-back for Real Madrid after the Militao injury. No, I think we are good with our current squad. Wow. So they're not going to replace Militao, who picked up an ACL. Armenian talent Edouard Spurtsian is a target for Ajax. Someone should just buy him now, right? If he's going to Ajax, he'll be good. Southampton boss Russell Martin has identified long-term target Cody Drummer as target in the closing windows. Everyone's doing stuff apart from Tottenham. Please, Tottenham, please. Can we do some bits in this market? Please. We are going to go, by the way, till about 10-2, 5-2. So you've got half an hour left, people. Thank you to the 410 people that have liked. Thank you for all the super chats so far. And we have a new channel member, Reese Kern. Big up, Reese Kern. As I've said to everyone, thank you so much. There is a YouTube channel member only show every 2 weeks. There's YouTube member only chats that we can have whenever you like them. And YouTube channel members get their comments read out always above others. So thank you so much for that. Valise, absolutely. He wasn't prolific anywhere. He's not been prolific anywhere he's been. And yet everyone seems to think that, oh, don't judge him too soon. If you can't judge a player after 10 years as a footballer, when can you judge them? Where are we? God, there's loads of comments. I'm trying, guys and girls. I'm trying. Mick Anderson has said, good show, Savva. Even though I support the Hammers, I can see a high-scoring draw for you guys tomorrow. Maybe even a 3-2 win. Yeah, listen, I don't disagree with that. There could definitely be a lot of goals. We will see. Pat Butcher has said Brighton could have got top 4 last year if they hadn't have sold any players. Yeah, but if they hadn't have sold any players, they wouldn't have the money to reinvest. That's the model of the club. Callum has said, shame we're so slow. More clubs circling tap sober now, like Arsenal with the Timber injury. Same with Eze and City. Now KDB is out. Yeah, it's too slow. It's not good enough. But you get people like Claude in the comments sticking up for them. So what do you do? What do you do? Thomas said before, people were saying Porro can't defend and Royal can. Now Royal can't defend. Really? Okay, go back and watch the goal against Brentford. Again, every season. Actually watch him defend. Tom, watch his body shape when defending. I keep having this argument with Nick. It's all right to have feelings. Fact, watch his body shape when defending. It's appalling. If anyone's ever coached or ever been to a coaching seminar, if anyone grew up as a kid and was coached, you do not defend square on. You defend side on and you show the defender away. He has not got the ability to do that when defending. These are the basics of football. Bobby Andrews said, Sav, what's your thoughts on Everton? Che Adams, 12 million screams relegation. If they're buying Che Adams, you're in trouble. No offense to Che Adams. I think they're banging trouble, mate. I really do, Bobby. I think they're banging trouble. Red Dan has said we need to take the punt, get Orban or someone in. If it doesn't work, ship them out and take the hit. We hold on to players because Levy does not like to lose money. Yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? Hobbers said our recruitment policy has been poor over the past 5 years. Hence why we cannot sell our Deadwood and have to rely on players that are not at the standards of a top class side. Absolutely. Brentford away is a tough game. Sure. No one said it's not. Ian said, I'm about to become a troll. Big up, Ian. Brian has said, I'd seriously consider swap deal Richie and Spence at Forest for Brennan all day long. Thank you again. 2 other people have just unsubscribed. It's just absolutely mental how people's unsubscribe. They come to a show where they want comments, then they get comments and they get annoyed. No, mate, I'm not going to do a giveaway. I'm not going to do any more giveaways. I've given away so much in the last month, mate. I've given away so much. I'll get there organically. Hopefully we'll get there soon. But we are 87 away, so it's not going to happen today, unfortunately. Kate has said, Savva, why does the chairman of Spurs go on holiday when the transfer window's open? I don't know. He's so much on holiday. I think people have got to remember that Daniel Levy will still be involved in everything. He'll be on his phone, on his computer. Just because he might not be in the country doesn't mean he's not doing everything. They would never have me on. I've tried before. They won't have me on. I've invited them on here. They won't come on. It is what it is. Unfortunately, a show where they want to just listen. I like Ricky, but it's a show where they want to keep their little bubble. And it is what it is. Get in there, Ian. Big up. Uncle Disraeli said Richarlison's record for Brazil does seem to be better, but still not great. Yeah, listen, I looked at the goals he scores for Brazil, and lots of the countries he's scoring those goals against, right, are really poor. He's just not for me. I'm not saying he won't score a few goals. I'm not saying he can't get himself 8, 9, 10 goals. It's just not enough. It's got to be Van der Vaart, isn't it? It's got to be Van der Vaart. I can't think of many where we've done better than the Van der Vaart deal on the last day of a window. I'm sure some people will be able to tell me. But yeah, Van der Vaart stands out for me. Sean Smith, channel member, said, no, I'm with you, Savva. I completely agree with you, but we know Ange likes to give chances to hard workers. Richie won't last long with Ange and his no-nonsense attitude. Yeah, I'm just a bit sad, if I'm brutally honest, that's what it's come to as being our striker. But I'm really hoping we get someone in. The Italian Stallion has said, I'm an Arsenal fan, but you are the only one of the Spurs fans I respect. Thank you. Much appreciated. I try my best to just be level and honest. The guy said this Spurs fan is the first non-deluded one I've seen. Bravo. Listen, what I can't do, I've never been able to rate bad players. I can't sit there and these deluded people, I'm going to call them that sit there and go, oh, Son's a good player. Sorry, not Son. Sorry, Freudian slip. Emerson Royal's a good defender. But no, he's not. Sanchez, no. Watch them. Watch them closely. I don't mean what they do in midfield or scoring a few goals. Watch them. The way to judge a right back, watch his positioning when he's playing against wingers. Watch his one-on-one defending. Top defenders, it's really hard to go past. Emerson Royal, it is not hard to go past. Tom, any of the right backs in the Premier League. I would take Kenny Tete from Fulham. I would take any of the right backs. Mali Gusto, Reece James, Tomiyasu, Ben White. You could go through all of the Premier League, mate. I don't like Emerson Royal. Could go through most of Europe. Kieran Trippier, Livramento. I don't know, Tom. We could go through all of these. This won't work with me. Oh, you can't give me an example. I do not rate Emerson Royal. I've never rated him. I watched him play for Barcelona. I watched him play for Betis. This is not a good defender. Not a good defender at all. I'm so sick of our fans rating bad players. Then, Tom, you are the sort of fan who doesn't deserve a trophy. I'm going to call it. If you rate bad players, you don't deserve trophies. Sorry. Just going to say it. Turan has said, big up Savva, one of the best Spurs channels by far. Big up to you, my man. Big up to you. Right, we're going to go for another 20 minutes. Come on, guys. 9:20 at least. 6 more. 6 more people. We can do this, people. We can do this. 6 more. And thank you to everyone that has liked the show so far. The link is in the chat and pinned. We can get 6 more, can't we? Mark has said, still hearing that Nilsson could be coming from Galatasaray. I mean, if he comes in now, you have to ask the question, why has it taken until the last 2 weeks of the window? Blake has said, Savva, can Maddison, Eze and Basuma work, or is it too much of a defensive risk? I think, Blake, for me, it's about building a squad. They don't all have to play every game. I just think it's about building a squad. I'd take Eze. That we will be priced out of a move for Eze. You just know Palace are going to price us out. Darren has said, how much interest has Levy trousered this week since the Bayern cash hit his account? Oh, Daniel Levy, the gift that keeps giving. Deja19 has said, so how much does the club have to pay for the loan on the stadium? Is that an issue seeing it opened and then COVID hit? Mate, Spurs pay about £28 million a year. It's like having a mortgage. We earn so much revenue. This is not an issue. Claude Savva, why is it when you disagree with person's opinion via comment, you call them names? This is not democracy. Claude, no. We've had this conversation before, Claude. For the last year and a half, everything I say, you say the opposite. You're wrong time after time after time, Claude. Time after time after time. And then you come in and still say wrong things. Like it's just crazy. If you can't understand the difference between Brighton selling players and reinvesting and Daniel Levy putting on concerts and boxing and NFL and not investing, I can't help you with that. Like, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Just going to try and catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Big up to Kate in the chat. Big up, Kate. Just a girl who loves Spurs. Kate, we're edging there. Kate, we're edging towards the 10K. 9916. We just need 4 more to make this a really good morning. Wan-Bissaka, much better right back than Emerson Royale. Mate, Tim, when this guy asked me, can you name any? Yeah, all of them. All of them. Just madness. Savva, how long do you reckon Pep would have moved Son and Kulu on? Mate, Pep and Kulu would have been sold at Spurs years ago if Pep Guardiola was in charge. He doesn't have players like that. Pat Butcher, watch Tete at Fulham. Very underrated. Gets on with his job. Look at the right back who pocketed Son at the weekend for Brentford. There's good fullbacks all over the place. And yet I'd still have him over Emerson Royale. I genuinely think this is a terrible, terrible fullback. I'm not saying he's great. He's better than Emerson Royale. Royal plays just like an 8 million player that he is. We overpaid for him big time. I'd like that. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Listen, it's all well and good having opinion on players, but I've watched this guy at Betis, Barcelona, now for what? This is going to be his 3rd year at Tottenham. This guy cannot defend. What happens is every now and then he makes a recovery tackle and people go, oh, he's brilliant. One-on-one, if I was a winger, I'd love to play Emerson Royale because he's always out of position, always has been. Pedro, what's your thoughts on Bamford? Never been a Premier League player. Should have always been in the Championship for me. Not quite good enough for me. Beyond 72 said, we've been brainwashed into rinsing out the first 11. What does that mean? Brainwashed into rinsing out the first 11? Doesn't make sense as a sentence. What do you mean? I don't think anyone's been brainwashed. Players are either good or bad. It's okay to say it. We don't have to stick up for bad players. Would you take Sam Kerr as a strike over Richie? Did you see her goal against the Lionesses? Listen, it was a fantastic goal, wasn't it, for the Lionesses? Matt Cox, big up, and said, I have no expectation now. So what? So why not just buy Orban? If it goes tits up, I wouldn't care. At least we tried. Mate, we just don't try, do we? We don't apply ourselves. We don't go that extra mile. Sachiva said, big up Savva. I think United will scrap the win against Spurs because you lot still leak goals. Sachiva, watching you guys against Wolves, I'm not so sure. You were very, very poor. Val has said we should persevere with Scarlett. For me, he's nowhere near ready. For me, this guy needs to go out on loan, play some regular football, week in, week out, score 15, 20 goals in League One, Championship, really show that he's ready. I think we'd be rushing him in right now, if I'm completely honest. Reece James, another injury. Yeah, this guy's always injured, isn't he? I'm not doing this. Yeah. Wolves Finland, don't tell me to chill. I'm chilled. I'm always chilled. Listen, they're different of opinions, sure. But I'll say this again, Wolves Finland. First of all, I don't need to chill. It's just how I talk about football. Second of all, if fans are saying, oh, Emerson Royal's a really good right back, don't then complain that Daniel Levy isn't investing in the team. If you think that is a good signing, then Daniel Levy's done well. True or false? We keep doing this. We keep hyping up very average to bad players. We've seen it for years with Sanchez, with Dyer, with Winks. We're doing it with Skip. We'll do it with Sessegnon. We'll do it with Spence. We just keep doing it. Mad Dow said, can't see us getting anything out of the game. We can't defend, and you've got to be solid at the back against those teams. We'll see. I think we're going to be okay. You know, Rock has become a channel member. Big up to you, Rock. I hope you are well. As I said to all the others, there will be channel member only shows, channel member only group chats, and also channel member comments will be read out in the live show such as this. Is Romero fit for tomorrow? I don't know. There's been varying reports. Some saying he will, some saying he won't. I really don't know if he's going to or not. Ariana said, Savva, if Spurs get Gnonto, Orban and Hincapi stroked up sober, what are you rating the window? For me, it's 9 out of 10. For me, if we get all of those, it will still be 6 out of 10 unless the Deadwood goes. A transfer window is ins and outs. And at the moment, the transfer window for me is diabolical because only Winks has been sold of the Deadwood. Yes, Kane's been sold, but only Winks of the Deadwood has been sold. Good. I hope they are. I just listen, I've seen so many good defenders at Tottenham, so many good defenders that when I watch bad defenders like Dyer and Sanchez and Sessegnon and Royale, it just makes me feel angry inside that this is now what Tottenham have become. We've become a fan base of fans that don't understand what a good defender is anymore. Hey, that's just me. It looks like the deal for Paqueta to Man City is not going to happen. So it looks like Man City will be turning their attentions elsewhere. Reese said, problem with getting rid of Dyer is I can't see him fitting into any other Prem team. Oh, surely Luton can buy him or something, can't they? Pat Butcher said, Ashley Neville better than Emerson Royale. Beyond 72 is my point is we need a squad, not an 11. We need to learn from the days of Poch. Yes, sorry, now I see what you mean. I agree with this. Do you remember the days of Poch when we would be linked to a player and people would go, I wouldn't buy him. He wouldn't get in the team above so-and-so. Wouldn't get in the team. Those same very fans were the fans saying we didn't build a squad around Poch. Can't have it both ways. Neo Murphy said, if Son was at another club, we wouldn't sign him for 20 million. I agree. He's not. I don't think he's an Ange Postecoglou type player. I'm a bit on the Royals' good side. He's redeeming at the moment, and his last 12 work has been better. He also pays outside to be better. Listen, this is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. This isn't a charity. This isn't, he's paying to be better. No, not for me. Sorry. I like proper fullbacks that can defend. Watch a Doji immediately. Watch Porro. Straight away after one game. Look at the difference. Matt has said, we've tried to kick Emerson out 3 or 4 times. He refused to go. Even off our club think he's trash. Oh, honestly. Hit the bar has said, Andrew's press conference today will be interesting. Absolutely. Custy has said, how much interest would you make with 100 million in the bank? Ian Clark said, Kane has gone. The Deadwood missed a penalty in the World Cup. Jesus. Big up to Rock. New channel member, big up to you. Rob78 has said, watch Man City go and get Amrabat now. I'm not sure Amrabat is who they need, Rob, to be honest. I think they need more creativity like Paqueta is. I don't think it's an Amrabat that they need, if I'm brutally honest. Dyer could go to Leon. They love rejects. Please, Leon. Please, Leon, be that guy. Be that team. Ariana said, Savva, how much are you paying for Saudi clubs to help create a fire sale? Can you imagine if you see 5 players just leaving? I would love it. Absolutely love it. Perchy has said, breaking news, Spurs have made a new signing, not a centre-back, but a new payment partner. Welcome Astro Pay. Has this just happened, Perchy? Has this truly just happened? Everything, absolutely everything. And then I'll go back to, see, your man Claude, right? If this has just happened, your man Claude going, oh, we do this at the club, we do that at the club, and then knocking Brighton. Wow. I think fans look at Aurier, Doherty and Spence and judge Emerson on that. Carl Walker-Peters is miles better than Emerson, and Trippier was amazing, but fickle fans wanted them out. I don't think Carl Walker-Peters is miles better than any of them. I don't think he's that good at all. I'm judging Emerson. I think he's as bad as Doherty, as bad as Aurier, as bad as Spence. I don't think he's good. Just saying. Big up to Orox Beats. Big up to you, Super Chat. Hope you're well. And said we need to at least try Porro at right wing. He's fast, skillful, and a good crosser. Ange can coach him. Also, why can't we buy Pereira from Leicester to replace Royale? He's too good for the Championship. Let's break this down. There's times when I would definitely prefer to see Porro over Kulusevski on the right. I agree with you on that. The second part, I like Pereira. As far as I can remember, though, there's a lot of injuries that go into Pereira's game, right? But I don't disagree with you in theory. I just think there's a lot of injuries in Pereira's game. But hey, that's just me. Big up. What is that? What just came through? Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I just heard a ping in my ear. I think it was an email going. Like, not sure what the noise was. United for life, said Sachiv. I don't fear Tottenham. They conceded twice versus Brentford. Plus, they will keep the ball. We will play on the counter with Rashford. United won't be as bad as they were against Wolves. I agree with half what you're saying. I also think we'll have a lot more joy against your back four because you won't sit in like Brentford did. So I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup. Yeah, so Spurs. I mean, look, this is Tottenham Hotspur all over, isn't it? Thanks, Perchy. This is Tottenham Hotspur all over. The club can today announce AstroPay, its new official payment partner. Announce some players. Stop announcing partners and announce some players. Please. What are we doing, Tottenham Hotspur? What are we doing? Guys and girls, we are going to go for 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. Come on, I'm going to ask nicely. Can we get that to 9:20 or 9:25? 6 more minutes we're going to go for. Please. And well, someone's just unsubscribed. Do you know what? The people that keep unsubscribing, I just prefer if you didn't watch, if I'm brutally honest. Like, you keep coming in, getting my numbers up and then deleting. I don't want children in the chat. I want it to be a grown-up place. Sav's Mudspurs said Potts cleared the majority of our Deadwood, which was a lot during his first pre-season. 80% were gone. We kicked a ball. Just saying, this is not the same under Ange. Potts was ruthless. I don't think this is Ange's fault. I think this is a terrible take. I don't think this is Ange's fault at all. He wants to get rid of players, but we can't. Come on, let's not be silly now. Come on, let's really not be silly. Just a girl who loves Spurs said, how's little Stewie Sav? Hope he's better. He's absolutely fine. He's sitting there laying. He's got his hand on his little crocodile toy. So he's happy as Larry at the moment, having a little nap. He loves his little toys. But thank you so much, Kate. Really appreciate that. I'm just going to try and get to as many comments in the last 5 minutes as we can. Come on, guys and girls. 3 more subs so that we can end the day on 9:20 would be amazing. Daniel E. said, Wolves, Finland. I was just saying, when you bring up why Ginola did not go to the World Cup, do your research. Bang on. Bang on. Yeah. Let's see. The original point was it's opinion based and there's not wrong answer. If you want living delusion, Ginola is light years ahead of Sun. That's your right. It's not living delusion. Wolves, Finland. Oh my God. Let's go back to the original comment. You think you can dictate off people's opinions? Yes, maybe Ginola playing his best years in Spurs, some sentence. But have you seen what Sun has? Oh, listen, anyone. Listen, I'm not even going to get into this. Anyone who thinks Sun is as good a player as David Ginola clearly doesn't understand football. Wow. Just wow. It's just absolutely mental. Big up. Ian, absolutely, mate. Listen, it is what it is. We failed to hit the 9:20. We failed. We're going to end the show. We have failed to get to the 9:20. It's a shame. Would have been great to have got to have got there. But we go again. We try moving forward. But it is what it is. Thank you so much to everyone. I've really enjoyed this morning's show. I think we've had some really good debates, some good banter. I think a lot of people have shown horrible takes. None more so there than thinking that Son is a better footballer than Ginola. Absolutely shocking take. Ninja Turtles coming to Spurs, go-karting, Astro Pay. Yeah, you know why. You know why fans get annoyed. Yeah, but even if anyone has watched this goal, he gave the ball away like at the other end of the pitch. They still had to go all the way down the other end. So it is what it is. Big up, Perchy. 20 more likes to 500. Absolutely. We should be smashing these numbers now, people. Everyone knows. Big up. Listen, I think Son will score tomorrow. I do. I think he'll have a better game. I think that the difference for tomorrow's game is I think that teams that sit and have the low block, I don't think Son is good against. I think when we can get him behind, which we will tomorrow, I think Sonny will grab a goal, maybe a brace. And then the Sun fans will be going absolutely delirious. So big up to everyone. Much love. Thank you very much for everyone that's supported the channel today. Thank you to the likes. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to the super chats, to the new members. We will be back today at 4 p.m. Perchy, you're in the chat. Just remind me, you going live at 5. I will go live at 4 for you, if that's all right. But there you go. Perchy's going live at 5. I'll go live at 4 for a quick hour, a prediction show for the weekend. Join me then. Join me and Strasbourg Steve, maybe a few others. Perchy can even join that show if he's free. We'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye. Much love. As always, come on, you Spurs.